I thought it went pretty good. Obviously it's a lot of change, moving to a new place, first day for a lot of people. Big Mama been around for a long time. I'll just say that, seeing all these youngins. But it was great to get on here, get on the floor. Obviously a lot of excitement, a lot of anticipation of the first day. New place, so even I was feeling like this is my 14th camp, and even I was like, okay, I'm a little bit nervous today. I'm really excited to get started, and all that means is we care. We all care about being here, competing. Thought we made each other better today, and it was good getting some introductory stuff out the way.
You guys had dinner last night. What was it like to get to know each other?
I thought it was great. We're gonna keep that to ourselves, but it was great. It's good time anytime you get to spend time with each other off the floor, get to learn about each other. And so we'll be doing that a lot over these next few weeks. The W is very accelerated. It's, hi, nice to meet you. Get over there and set me a screen, And so we don't have a lot of time to do that. So anytime you get to spend time outside of the court, that's a great thing.
Is that the key to building early chemistry, is just getting to know each other off the floor as well?
Sure. If you don't have that, and for us, we're a whole new team, new look. And so, we have people that's in and out, people not here yet. And so just trying to hold the fort down and do what we have to do. And a lot of it is through, communication on the floor and on the job as we go.
Courtney talked about you guys have competed against each other for a long time. You talked about being on the same team. What's it like to know she's on your side?
Yeah, I think we played at UW in like 2011. That's how long we've been competing against each other. So it comes full circle. Obviously, we competed in the finals, and she got the best of me there. But this is the first time I've been a place where I get to learn from a Hall of Fame point guard again, outside of Diana Taurasi. And so this is just amazing being in this space and being able to, help along the youngins, be here with some of my peers that I play with, and Rachel and Azare, and then also being here with people like Sloot, who can still make me better and I can still learn from them.
What's your first impression of Gabriella?
Oh, I love her. She's amazing. Great energy, gets it. You could tell she has a high basketball IQ, and I didn't really learn anything new about her. That's what I expected, but a breath of fresh air, especially as a rookie.
We know that Sloot is going to come back at some point this season, but kind of in the intermediary, there's maybe not like an obvious clear-cut backup point guard.
Sure.
In the meantime, how do you want to see that position kind of approached, and how are you talking to some of the guards like JC or Rachel or someone who might slide in?
Sure. Well, I know that it's not a unique thing to Chicago Sky. A lot of people were playing the point guard position and filling in last year, and so we have a lot of people who's comfortable doing it, and it's just making sure that we're all a threat no matter where we are spaced on the floor. And so JC could bring it up, like you said. Rachel could play the PG. I could play PG, and then we have other people who can handle the ball as guards and bring it up. So maybe not be so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but being able to have different positions of attacks, and everybody just being a threat.
Who do you think is going to be the best screener on this team?
Hopefully all of them. I plan on finding that out and using all of them. But I was just saying, these younger players are a lot taller than I thought they were. Tosh is huge out there. Maddie, Sid, and so it's a lot of good big bodies to work with.
Yeah. How did back to kind of like your free agency decision? How did like the lack of the practice facility being open factor into your decision, if it did at all? And I ask you in part, like I remember NECA was talking last year about just like the importance of the Seattle facility for like recovery for players in their 30s. So I just want to know if it was a factor at all for you.
Yeah, I got one day of sample size to see, but I've been in, Tulsa, Oklahoma. We didn't even have a weight room. And so I've been at the bottom of the bottom, and I've been at the nicest. And what I love to see are the changes that are being made around here. And it's great to see. And, so far, so good. I have everything I need. We're all set. Family set in. And so, I think the thing about it is that as a vet now, I know what I need to be able to communicate that. And so far, so good.
Is there anything different that you're doing to approach this season, just like as you kind of hit this point in your career, anything different physically or mentally that you do?
I think it's a lot of factors, off the floor that factor into how I feel on the floor. And so a lot of those things, it's a transition. But, I'm feeling really good, and I'm excited to be at a new place. Obviously, it's no secret I'm excited being close to home, getting to see my mom and my granny and having them at all the games. I think we got like 15 season tickets we plan on getting, and so that'll be fun. And so my psyche is way different, and that's how you have to approach when you are with different teams, being open to, learning their cadence and how I can fit in there, and then bringing myself to the table. How can I complement, but also how can I play my game and be the best version of myself as well?
Having seen this league grow the way it has,
especially over the last couple of years, and now this new CBA. What does it mean to you to have been kind of a founding member of some of this and sticking through the progress?
Yeah, I mean, I've been at the W where, no shade, we had checks bounce and things like that, and been on the other side of things where we didn't know if we'd have a WNBA. Got to the bubble, didn't know if we'd have a WNBA. Got to the CBA, and, it was really transformational, and I can't say enough about the executive committee for the Players Association, being able to get the negotiations done, and all the players that really stood on business. It's exciting adding in 2 new teams, so who thought we'd get to 15 this fast? I didn't think I'd see it in my career, and obviously I'm most excited about the opportunity, for my daughter, who's a three-nager right now, but just the hopes of her, one day being able to play in this league and to sustain it for her, and that was always a goal for mine for day one, and it's great to see it come full circle and to see what it is right now.
Time for a couple more.
Did they factor in your decision to leave your children?
Yeah, they're the number one factor in everything I do. Absolutely. Being a single mother, just making sure I'm putting myself in position to provide for my children, taking care of my body, and so those things can happen. And obviously building my village, who that is for me. I'm starting with my mother and our nanny. Shout out to our nanny. But it takes a village, and I think that as I become more experienced as a mother, I learn things. But it's great having them. They come to every road trip. So yes, they are very much so a factor in everything I do. They're my 2 little broke best friends, and so we're attached at the hip 24/7, but I love them being able to be a part of it, being around women like this and seeing this in real time and including them in my process.
How did you feel the communication evolved today in one's practice?
I'm sorry about that.
How did you feel the communication evolved over the course of practice?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, obviously you come in here and your eyes are wide open. People don't want to make mistakes and things like that. You want to make sure what you're saying it with your chest and it's right, but it could be some uncertainty. And so I think the thing about it today is we got better as practice went on. Sustaining that energy is tough. You can start off rah-rah, but sustaining that as a practice goes on or as the game goes on will show our maturity. And then the final thing is tomorrow, how do we carry it over? And that'll show the real signs if we had some retainment, attention and retention. So we'll see that tomorrow, but I'm excited for day 2, and I'm just excited to be here. I keep feeling like I'm being redundant. I could use a different, but I'm looking forward to day 2 and just continuing to go through this camp process.
Thanks, everyone.